Hey, what's up, everybody? Here with my friends at Roku. Meredith Hudson is on here, who is a small business owner, actually. And Meredith is going to show us a lot of different pieces, but how she took creative essentially and took sort of pre-existing stuff that they had and made it fit for Roku and how easy that process is. I think one of the big things that I've been getting a lot of messages about from all of you is I want to do it. We want to do it. How do we make the creative transfer over easily? That kind of thing. So that's what we're here to talk about today. Meredith, thanks for helping out founders and going through this so we can, further their reach on Roku and connected TV that way. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Meredith is an awesome person that works at Roku, and so she happens to also own a small business. So she's going to walk us through that on
Yeah.
her own.
Roku sales managers, they're just like you. I'm a founder too.
Boom. Yeah,
And figuring
exactly.
out figuring out this world.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, feel free to go ahead and share your screen and we can get right into it. It's pretty cool. Meredith was talking about a lot of different options that like there's a creative partner basically you can send stuff to. So that's what we're going to get into today. So keep watching of how this actually works.
Okay. Awesome. So I started my brand about a year ago, and like many of you, or probably like most small businesses out there, I initially started just creating content on social media, a lot of organic, like free marketing for myself, trying to grow my Instagram following, and eventually started boosting some of those posts and then getting into more of like the paid social from that side. That's really what I've been doing with my brand for the past year until I started working at Roku and joined the ads manager team and really started testing out and understanding why this product was created. And then, furthermore, really, kind of grasping the concept of the fact that I'm a very small brand and I can be on the biggest screen in the house. So, I want to show you guys how easy it was for me to take what I was doing across social for my brand, Sideline Bags, and create a free Roku Ads Manager account, get some creative uploaded in there, and go live. So um, this all really starts with our Ads Manager product. It's free to sign up. If you are comfortable using other self-serve ad platforms, this will not
Yeah.
be revolutionary for you at all. It's very, very straightforward.
Absolutely. Super easy to
Super,
use. Yeah.
exactly. So I will jump into my account right now. This is the one that this is my Sideline Bags account, and we always start with creating a campaign. I have one that's running right now, but for the sake of this, let's go through exactly how fast and easy it is to create a campaign. So we're gonna set our campaign goal, and this is the most important piece of all of this. Everything else we can shift and change after the fact. This is the one thing we can't. Once we set our campaign goal, that is going to dictate how setup flows from here. So for this particular campaign, I'm going to go for reach. I'm going to get some brand awareness here in Q4, doing some lower funnel through my consideration. You see, I already have a campaign set up there, but we're going to set this up for reach here. And you can see if you want to set up for page views or signups, or if you want to go all the way down to the bottom of the funnel for purchases or app installs, we can do that too.
Yeah, we just actually had somebody who was doing a reach campaign to their email list because there's like they have a sale going on and they had some, creative that was already fit for Roku, and so they just launched that to that custom audience and like boom, beautiful,
Awesome.
like great complimentary thing. Said it was super low cost for them, easy thing to like just as a halo effect to get in front of people and as they're watching TV. I mean,
Oh,
since Roku is the number one streaming platform
it
in the
truly
United
is.
States. I mean, that's facts. That's not just
Yep.
me spit and marketing speak. So
Half
it's
of
worth
US
being there.
households, when they turn on their TV, they're turning on a Roku
Yeah, it's
device.
pretty
So
wild, actually.
I think that's a great use case. Someone uploading their CRM list, and now
Beautiful. Yeah.
you're going from a consumer seeing your brand once in their email to then being
Yeah.
like, wait a second, now they're on my TV too. This is cool. So
Awesome.
that's a great use case. So now that we have created this reach campaign, you can set your lifetime budget here. I'm going to leave it at 500 for now. We can schedule out what our start and end date is. This looks good to me. We'll get it launched today. and we'll run for a month. Actually, probably would extend this a little bit looking to get into the holiday season, but I know a lot of shipping cutoffs will obviously be before December. So, anyway, super flexible with the dates there. We can always change that later. I am going to run my campaign across the whole US, but we have a ton of options in here where you can include or exclude certain states, certain DMAs, or even certain zip codes. So you can get really granular here. Audience, again, sort of the same thing that we've already seen with Geo2. We can include and exclude a multitude of audience types that you may be used to targeting across other platforms as well. So this is based on Roku first party data. And we also work with Experian to pull in some of their more like household demographic,
Mm-hmm.
the income type data as well. So
Yeah.
for me, I'm going to target pretty broad. What Roku Ads Managers does really well is find the audiences that are most likely to convert for me, that would be most interested in my brand or your brands as well. So I'm going to start pretty broad. If there's a reason that you don't want to start broad, there are a ton of options here. So we can do gender, you can target by age, income. Here's an example of some of the demographic audiences that we have. One of the things that Roku is obviously known for are viewership habits. We know a lot about our audience and the types of content they like to watch. So there's a lot in here as well if you're looking to target people who are watching a ton of sports content or people who are watching a ton of news or that sort of thing too. So good
Love
to
it.
play around and kind of take a look at all of that. But like most
Mm-hmm.
platforms, we kind of want the algorithm to do its thing, and I'm going to leave it pretty broad for this campaign. Custom audience here. Andrew, this is where you mentioned you had a client or
Mm-hmm.
someone you were talking to who uploaded their own customer list. We can
Yep.
retarget customers and we can also suppress them. So maybe you have people who just bought your product
Yeah.
in the past 30 days. Like they're not going to re up in the next 30 days. Upload them there and we can suppress them.
Yeah, I mean, this to me is like what one of the pitches I've been making to people to give it a shot is like it's the easiest no-brainer thing, right? Because it's like, all right, if you don't, let's say you don't even do prospecting, which prospecting on this you can do at a low cost, I think, as well, and obviously has a ton of demographic overlays and a lot of like pretty qualified stuff that is worthwhile, especially as you're trying to reach just anything that's incremental, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and but remarketing is like a total no brainer because you can do it at such low cost. It's like, why not? Throw $500 a day at it to talk to the people that have been to your site, whether they're previous buyers or whether they're people that have been to the site, and you know what I mean. Like, why not? Doesn't hurt.
Exactly. Especially if you're not if you are a CTV never, like you haven't done it yet. What an amazing way to test out that new medium, knowing you're already reaching people who are familiar with your brand. So you're retargeting them like you know that they're in your target audience, but now they're seeing you in a whole new format. So amazing way to just really keep driving that brand awareness. Next, it asks us to select our placement. And like most of the other things you've seen so far, we make it really easy for brands to get started where we automatically choose the placements for you if you want to start this way. I am going to start this way. I recommend most brands start this way so that we
Yeah.
can, again, kind of let the machine do its thing and figure out where we're going to find the best audience for you. But we have inventory that we own and operate here, the Roku channel. We have a ton of great free content in there. And then we also have content within the top 100 premium apps that you guys already probably know and love, like Disney and Hulu and Tubi and Paramount Plus. So because Roku is the operating system and we are reaching someone when they're turning their TV on and coming in to watch content, we don't necessarily care where they're watching that content. We want to be able to reach them with your ad if they are in your audience, regardless of where they're watching. So those are placements. You click see all, you can get a lot more info on the types of apps that are in there, the type of content that you're going to run in. But just like the other two, excuse me, just like the other two, I'm going to leave this broad and run across all of the placements that are available to me.
Nice.
I also, at this point, like to remind people too that when you see placement, these are all video ads. So this is not a combination of video and display. This is not a video ad that's showing up on your mobile phone or on your laptop. This is all going to be pre-roll or mid-roll within the ad blocks of content that's running.
Hmm.
So by placement, we mean video placement. That is where they are running. Okay, so quick refresh of the delivery that we've already put in here. I am going to leave it on auto bid. That is going to be the best way for it to get the most efficient CPMs for me, targeted to my, or when it's looking for my audience. If you want to toggle this off, you can, and you can set bids 9 times out of 10 for brands that are getting started on the platform. We like to just leave it set at auto bid. And for someone like me who has worked in sales and media for 20 years, but yet for the past year, it's been the first time I've been buying ads on behalf of myself. I love this because even though I like to think I'm an expert in this space, I don't want to try to figure out what my bid strategy should be. So I want
Yeah, I mean, it's like just leave it default for now, unless you're really going to start cranking up spend, right? I don't think it's something
exactly,
that's.
exactly.
I was talking to another person about that recently, so auto bid is like let's just do that for now.
Make it easy for yourself.
Yeah,
See where those CPMs are coming in, if they're achieving the goals that you're looking to achieve, and you can always revisit this as you scale.
as meta advertisers, we talk a lot about bidding, so it's nice to not have to worry about it here.
Yes, yes, exactly. So this brings us to creative. And I will say, like, this is probably the biggest hurdle for most brands. It was for me, right? I'm creating social content day in and day out on my phone because I have it in my hand all the time. The thought of creating a TV commercial is definitely daunting. Like, can I do that in Canva? I don't know. As someone who, I don't have a marketing agency yet. I run my business myself. So this to me was like, okay, everything up to this point, I get, I'm behind you, but am I going to have creative that actually looks good? And this is one area that Roku, again, makes so easy for brands to get started. So we have a partnership with a company called Spaceback. They are an AI creative development partner in the space. And if you go to spaceback.com and use /GV/Roku, we'll put the links and everything. I'm sure I don't need to list out the links for these. You can fill out a form to get free CTV creative made for you based off of social assets that you already have that get preloaded directly into your ads manager account for you to run within Roku. And this is all free. So I want to show you how easy it is to go on this website and you fill out this form, put in my email address. I am going to do a CTV creative request. It's going to ask for what is the social media post URL. I'm going to go out to my Instagram account, and the reel that I wanted to use that got a lot of great engagement that I thought would be good on TV is this one here. So I'm going to paste this link directly into the creative request form. For a call to action type, I'm going to say text only for now. We can put a QR code on here. I'm going to show you something that we do that's extra special in the Ads Manager platform that doesn't require QR codes. So I'm just going to go text only for now. And then I have a choice of a few layout types. I like this one that's modern, but you can take a look through and choose whatever you think. Or if you want the Spaceback folks who are super creative and smart to just make you the best ad based on their opinion, you can choose whatever works best too. Is there anything else we should know? No. Next. Now it's going to ask for my name, my company, my advertiser. Those are pretty straightforward. And my Roku ad account name or ID. So this is the only thing, like, we really need to get this right to go in here because they're going to flow the creative directly into that account for you. And the place that you find that is under your users or your ad accounts. Anything under your organization ad account or users, you'll be able to see your Roku ID in there. So just make sure you grab that and drop it right in here. This is what will tie Spaceback to your Roku Ads Manager account. I already did all of this last night. I actually put in the request at like noon. A couple hours later, I had some creative already loaded in here. So I wanted to
Awesome.
show you guys just how easy this was. So I'm going to go to under creative. We can add a video ad. We can add an action ad, which I'll come back to in a second. But I'm going to go to select from creative library because this is where Spaceback has done all the hard work for me and taken that reel that I showed you guys and uploaded it into the account. So it's this ad right here. And you can see it's that reel that we pulled from Instagram. There should be some text loading here though.
Yeah, well, always when you're live demoing stuff, it doesn't work exactly
Like,
as planned.
where did the text go? In the account that's running right now, I actually have this live and running right now, and the text is showing up. Regardless, here we can see the asset was loaded directly into my account, so I can choose that. I will, if I click assign, it's going to assign it to this campaign. It's going to move it right over there. And now I have a creative in my account. So essentially we just went budget, schedule, location, audience, placement, recap of delivery, and I had an uploaded piece of creative in what we did that in about 10 minutes. Now the creative obviously is just going to take the longest amount of time, but I got that in a couple hours through Spaceback. So we're going to hit publish, and we just set a campaign live on Ads Manager.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I think, do you recommend, or do you see that, putting more creatives in is better than others? Like, because another person asked me, and they said that they were testing 3 that they'd done. And they were running at, I think it was 500 a day. So it was pretty decent. And, obviously there's a relationship, of course, as you're spending more, like giving it more is a good idea, is generally, it seems to be the best practice from others I've talked to that are seeing success on Roku. But what do you tend to do?
Oh, absolutely. I'll probably not set this live and actually add a couple more in before I did that. I would say at least 2 or 3 to start. Even at $500 a day, you really do want to make sure you're running with some sort of learnings. And Spaceback will make you unlimited creatives too. So if we wanted to do a couple
Nice.
different variations, if I wanted to pull a different reel, I would also recommend, even, I know we chose doing the no call to action. You can add a call to action there. You definitely have a few different options in there. The other thing I wanted to show in terms of creative variations are our action ads. So let's go in and add a creative. You guys saw this before where it gave us the choice between a video ad and an action ad. We also had our creative library here. I'm going to show you how easy Roku makes it to add some sort of action to the ad that you're seeing. So because we are the operating system and so many people in our audience have the remote control in their hand, we give them the opportunity to use the remote to learn more, to get a text, to send an email, and even to shop directly from the ad that they're seeing on the screen. So let's build an action ad. I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to do this. So my account is already connected to Shopify. This is an integration that we have that we're really excited about. Super easy to connect my Shopify store directly into Roku Ads Manager. And now we're going to create a fully shoppable ad. Like directly, you could check out through Shopify with the remote control. So I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to do this. We are going to, again, for the sake of demonstration, we're going to start from an existing creative. I'm going to grab one of those that Spaceback already did for me before. Here's that great reel. I have a bag in this video. I'm obviously showing the bag pretty well. So it'd be awesome if someone could learn more or take an action off of seeing that ad. So, off of seeing that bag. So you're going to see over here, this overlay pops up. It says press OK to shop now. This is an action ad. We're putting an overlay over an ad to give the user the opportunity to do something, to take an action, to learn more from that ad. So we are going to start. We can fill out your creative details. This is fine. We're going to just continue from here. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually customize what you're seeing. So because I'm connected to Shopify, I can choose a product from my catalog to pull in here. So I'm using that Carolina blue bag in this reel. So I'm going to want to pull in my Carolina blue bag. And there she is over there looking so pretty and nice in the action ad already. The action that I want the user to say, you see press OK to shop now, we're gonna customize this. So they can either shop via a text link. So if I choose this, it's like we'll go to the next step to send them a text message. I also could push them through to complete the entire purchase
Hmm.
directly in the Roku interface through Shopify as well. So that's super cool, really special. That is something that Roku's able to offer in partnership with Shopify. I like the text functionality right now for me. I think we are like Shop on TV is really cool. I think it's still really new for a lot of users. And given that I'm only spending $500 a day and I want to make sure my money goes as far as possible, I'm going to stick with Shop to Text for now, because I think it's just really easy for people to shop my mobile website on their phone as well.
Sure.
We can change the colors. So if you have brand colors that you want to show up instead of that gray, like have add it here with all the colors that we have as options. We obviously know that brands are you want to be fully in control of how your brand is showing up. We want to make sure that we have the best customizable options for you. And then your call to action, you can also choose from a bunch here. Maybe I would do press OK to buy now. Though I guess we'll do press OK to maybe to shop now. That's better because they're not going to buy it directly on the site. Magenta's a little bright for me. I'm more like a blue brand. There we go. So the last piece too, as you can see next to the bag, it's pretty blank. This is where we want to add in an overlay message. So this is overlay number 1. And I am the number 1 backpack organizer for female athletes. So I would maybe put that there, or maybe that was one character too long. No, we got it. And then in overlay 2, you're see that it will populate down there as well. So we changed the color, we added my product logo, and we also added that text there. Now, if you're not connected to Shopify and we chose that product, the other option that you would have there is to upload a logo or upload an image of your own product too. So even if you're not connected to Shopify, all you need is that JPEG to pull in the product or your logo, whatever you want.
One of those things that as I love this. It's so easy, right? It's like a mind blowing thing when I've shown this to people. So the fact that you can just pop your product there, make it shoppable, like why not? Why not give that a whirl? Just
Yeah.
to see, especially, it's not just awareness. It can absolutely like translate to people doing something off of the TV. So why not give it a shot? It's easy. You can match your brand colors. It's easy. You can pull in existing creative, and it doesn't take that much longer either. So really, really, really cool. I appreciate you showing that.
Yeah. And the last step is if you are doing the shop to text, you can also fully customize the text message that they're going to receive. So maybe I'd say
Yeah.
like, "Hi, this is Meredith. I'm the founder of Sideline Bags, and you just requested some info," or whatever you'd want to say. Obviously, everyone has their copy, but you can customize that here. And then this whole text message and everything that we would send for all of your customers, that's all handled by Roku Ads Manager. You don't need to have an SMS partner that you're already working with and paying for that. We handle sending all the texts.
Beautiful. Really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I mean, I think, in a short period of time, be able to see how easy it is to be able to use, creative partner you guys have, and be able to, with Spaceback, and be able to just take already existing social creative or upload something else and ask them to say, and to modify off of that, right? So really cool. And it shows that it's an easy thing to get running. Hopefully many of you will give us a shot here, especially during the hot time to further your reach. Meredith, anything else to say?
Yeah, no, I think you just, really hit the nail on the head with this being the hot time right now. And you could be live today. Spaceback just needs a couple hours. And if you don't even need to use Spaceback, if you have some video assets you can use, you can really be live in a matter of a couple hours. We do have creative review, so we look at every ad before it goes live. But other than that, it's very easy to get up and running within a day.
Awesome. Meredith, thank you for your time today. And everyone, hit me up if you have questions. I'm happy to guide you through this and make this as easy as possible for you.